What's up? I'm HUGZ. That's Sam. Welcome to HUGZ and Sam. Today we're getting into Hunter x Hunter episode 7. Last we left off with our tail. Gon and the crew were hanging out with some of my favorite characters that we met so far in the show.
Bahura, Ramsey. No.
Yeah, essentially it was the cooking show. Like we were super excited. Now, quick note: there is I think it's called Food Wars. It's like an anime or something that people have requested that we do. It's like a cooking, like a food anime. I would totally be down after that last episode because I got really attached into
anything with like food and like cooking is like yes.
They're like yes. The fat reactors would love to watch a cooking show. Okay, but anyway,
they can make what they make.
I was really excited. We actually might be making a cooking channel coming soon. Just be on the lookout if you're interested at all. Anyway, we had this like extreme sports cook-off where first they had to kill this giant like rhino pig, and they all failed miserably at cooking that. And then there's like spiders that are like birds or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They had lay eggs and like
this big cavern. It was creepy and it was weird, and it was mostly weird watching them eat spider eggs.
Yeah, because it was eggs. Also I love eggs and I
hate spiders.
Like I like eggs pretty much cooked anyway, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks really good. But then I was like, kind of disgusting at the same time because it's spiders.
Also, we found a huge spider in the house the other day.
Yeah, our cats are not doing their job.
That's right. I don't like spiders. Anyway, great episode. I loved it. And the main reason that I really enjoyed it was Menchie. Menchie is while she's a gourmet hunter, which apparently is frowned upon in the overall hunter communities, like the people seem to look down on her. As like not a real hunter, like not a cool hunter.
Yeah, they don't understand what they have to go through to get the stuff.
Oh yeah. She swan dove into nothingness to go get this freaking egg.
Right.
But anyway, super legit. Love Menchie. She had cool knife skills and stuff like that. And also I found my cosplay partner. And for her, I definitely could do that as a cosplay, I'm pretty sure. And then we also saw the selection committee chairman. What was his name? Something Netero.
Chairman Netero, yeah.
So he comes down, made them redo the whole situation.
Because basically everybody failed, and not everybody can fail.
Well, everybody failed because they looked down at Menchie as a gourmet hunter, and she was just super harsh on everybody. Right. But anyway, long story short, because we're already freaking 3 minutes in, we see the chairman, he restarts it, and then, everybody gets a fair shake, and I forget how many people actually passed. It was a small number. I don't know if you wrote it down.
42 remain after the gourmet stuff.
Now they were going off, it looked like, with him in that giant airship that he came to town in or whatever. Mm-hmm. On to the next phase. I don't remember if it said how many phases there are.
I don't remember they were saying.
But there's still a lot of people left, comparatively.
42, considering I don't feel like many get through. How many did they say normally get through? It was
comparatively to Statos or whatever, the mustache dude said he thought only 10 people would make it through, and 40 did. But I think he was saying that because he thought Menchie was going to be harsh on them, and then nobody made it through. Right. But let's go ahead, see what's going down with the rest of this.
But also, just real fast, I think that everybody can really thank Gon because he's the one who told everyone when to trust the air draft, and so they were kind of shocked
by sniffing the air.
Yeah, and they're also you can think, who was it that figured out that you could hurt the pigs by hitting them in the forehead?
Wasn't that also Gon?
I think so. Yeah. So it's it just proves it was because of him that everybody was succeeding, because once he figured that out, then everybody was able to get the pigs. And
Kurapika was the one that actually cooked the pig though, and tried to do something different and transform it.
That is true.
If this was chopped.
But I feel that's why more people made it through because I feel
because when people didn't listen to him, there was some dude that was like, oh, I can't wait any longer, I'm just going now, or I can't hold on, just jumped off and never to be heard from again. Yeah,
we don't know what happened to him. He could be dead or something.
You sound way too upbeat to be he could be dead. Hey! Alright, let's get into it and see what's going down. Hey! Some of the dudes that are remaining with them look really cool, and I want to know more about them. The dude with the little, Fu Manchu mustache?
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Tompa's still in there.
5 to 6 phases. I wouldn't trust him that there's actually 5 or 6.
He's just messing with them, I think. I don't think he knows anything. Yeah. No. See, I think he's doing it just to mess with them.
Yeah. I don't think he would say it to help them just because of who he is.
Exactly. I wonder if they all think that Gon is like the best. Oh, apparently not. The ninja. Yeah.
あいつはきっとわがままで生意気よ。やっぱ44番かな。電池に気がついてたと思うけど、255番の人が切れ出した時、抑えられない。すごい先だったな。でも小原知ってる？あいつ最初からああだったわよ。私らが姿見せた時からずっと。I love whenever he's mentioned or something's going on with him that like guitar.
Yeah.
Affinity for darkness, yeah. So I was saying, like, he's definitely got a villain vibe, but I feel like he's kind of both ways.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
It's so creepy, the music and, like, the coloration and stuff.
Love this.
So dramatic.
Yeah.
The Joker lands on top.
Yep.
Oh, that smile.
Man.
I freaking love him. He is the greatest.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, wow.
Assassins. Wow.
Watch his family be part of that group or whatever that killed all the...
Yeah.
Was it the Phantom Troop?
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing to say to your kid.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I don't feel like he's like
I don't
truthful,
feel like that's...
like...
He said people find it hard to take if he's serious or not, you know?
Yeah.
That's pretty intense to be telling the chairman, you know? Will be more entertaining.
Yeah. I don't know about this dude right now.
Gon's like, yes! Totally in. I feel like a tension between them.
Yeah.
Between Netero and Kahlua. That's freaking cool. That's awesome.
Assassination technique.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Man.
Netero's just moving like nothing. It's like some Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Waiting for Gon to like pop out his fishing pole.
Yeah. Gon's fast too, but I think Netero's faster. Did he hit the ceiling? It's true though. It's funny because Kahlua was like, will the next part be entertaining? And now Netero's like using them for entertainment. Yeah.
It's so easy for him. Oh. He's gonna pivot or something and do... Oh, snap!
Are they gonna get the ball?
Get
I really hope they get it. Oh no! So close.
Oh, look at this move!
They're gonna catch it before they can.
So close, though, you know? Wow, look at that!
Yeah. I love how much respect he has for him,
But he
though.
freaking scorched the floor to move that fast.
Yeah.
I like how he's like, I'm gonna play. Like, it's just it's a game, you know?
Yeah.
Dang. He wants to push him to his limit, you know? Hey, even if he thinks he can't win, he at least wants to make him push himself.
Yeah.
That was super cute.
That was adorable.
What
the heck? Did he just kill them?
Yeah. That escalated so quickly.
So we're down to 40 people?
Yeah, oh, face first. Oh. And he like pops up with a smile on his face. That's awesome. He made him use his right hand. And now he just passes out. He's like, time.
I freaking loved him
for
so
sleep.
much. He's so adorable.
But are there still 42? Because it straight up looked like he killed two of them. It looked like Kahlua killed 2 of them.
Holy crap.
I'm almost positive. So let's take a hot...
And he had like a claw.
Yeah, let's take a hot second and let me...
So like his hand was like, he had like claws and like it was like veined up and like...
Yeah, we have people moving in upstairs, so if you hear random noise. So anyway, he obviously... Let's jump back to him telling Gon the story of his family.
Yeah.
Okay? They're assassins. Gon responds like it's a normal thing, like, oh, you know, whatever. And, you know, kind of throws Kahlua off. He's got Kill in his name. But it's kind of a thing where he's like, oh, people don't know whether to take me seriously or not. And at first you're like, he's very innocent, but he has that streak to him.
Yeah.
Even when we go way back to Tompa and the Juice, we're like, like he's a little dangerous. He's a little bit of a badass.
Right.
But then he busts out. Not only is his family assassins, he said he stabbed his mom in the face, and we're like, is that really something? I fully believe it now. I fully believe that he would have done that now.
And his brother in like the side or whatever, like...
So we have that, which
and the way he was just like,
confirm now.
oh, I'm pretty sure they're alive, you know, kind of thing.
But then not only does he do that, then he shows advanced assassin technique in the little, like, I forget what it is, like rhythm walk or something like that. Yeah. Super cool.
And even Netero is like, for a boy his age, like that's something really shocking. Yeah. Like,
one even told Gon, he said that takes like intensive training to learn that technique, and he should not learn it.
Yeah. Which is kind of like, why not? Like, if you can use that as a hunter, you get what I'm saying?
I think it's because it has a connotation of what type of person you are.
Yeah, because it's like,
in the company,
because he said it was like a certain technique used by
the underground.
Yeah.
But as soon as I saw Kahlua walking down the hallway, and I saw those 2 dudes, I was like, oh. I thought they were just going to jump him, like, just like because.
He has, like, serious, like, rage. Like, he has, like, an anger problem a little bit. Like, he was just getting too worked up.
What I'm wondering is, did he, like... Because it looked like he hit both of them at the same time. So is it, like, a lust thing? Like, where he can, like, throw his claws? Like...
It looked
because it looked like he
scratched them both.
Yeah, because it didn't even look like, because it just looked like he just went like this, and it like looked like it killed both of them.
Turned around and just went and like.
Let me see it real fast because I didn't even think he turned. Here's the moment. So I'm gonna turn the sound off so we can watch this. Oh, it's right there. Here we go. So I just want to see what happens because it looks like it shows from the outside of the window, so you don't actually see what happens. Yeah, see, he doesn't even turn around. He doesn't even turn around. And then it just shows like he's got this claw. So it made me think like maybe he like, and it hit both of them, and it looks like you see blood, but there's no blood on the ground. There's just like tatters on the ground. So I'm like, I don't know exactly what it is, or if he just moves so fast
that like it doesn't look like he turned.
But if he could move that fast,
then he would have
taken the ball.
Yeah.
And he even said if he wouldn't have stopped himself, he would have killed the old man to get the ball. Which I'm like, damn.
Which I think it has to do with like rage. Like he like got super angry with that man.
But he didn't kill him.
Yeah.
He didn't try to kill him. So that's a redeeming thing.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, Hisoka killed an examiner.
But it might too be because like
he wants
they're
to
in
pass
like a place on their like in their own in this hallway, like nobody's watching, like, and he didn't want Gon to like see him.
That side of him.
Yeah. He might like.
Hey.
I don't know.
But I'm saying like
might be too because they were like actually coming after him like in a mean way, like.
Well, he like. Mean mug bumped them in the hallway. Like you could see them being a little upset, like, you know, and shouldn't be aggressive. It's not like you should attack somebody for that. But if somebody like rudely bumped into me in the hallway and then just walked on like nothing happened, like, I'd be like, hey dude, like, say you're sorry. You know what I mean? Be a human. We live in a society.
Yeah.
You know? But what I'm saying is the
ignored
fact that he didn't go in like that shows me he's not like full on evil. Like Hisoka would have just been like, like card nut, let the dealer deal the cards, you know, like, and so I guess that gives him a little bit of redeeming quality to me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
But I just want to know if they're dead. I mean, I assume they're dead because, like,
I mean, when you see a shot like that and you see what looks like blood just spatter from like their head regions, that makes me think they're dead.
Right.
But they did say 42 applicants still.
Well, they might not know that they're dead.
Yeah. Well, the narrator would, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the overall, because that's like, see, in writing, you never really know. Because if the narrator is a character, is it meta? Is the narrator's removed from the story and knows all? Or is it a character in the story that's telling us, you know, what's happening in the show?
And also, as far as like blood being on the ground, I'm pretty sure this show like does a lot to mask blood. Because people were saying whenever Hisoka did like cut the arms off and they turned to flowers, that was more of like a thing that was just
so
like,
it's not as gory.
It's not as gory, yeah. People said like the arms turned to flowers instead of like it's showing the arms
blood like
with
spurting.
Blood.
Like...
Yeah. And so I think maybe the show just doesn't show the blood, and the way that they did that shot was to like
that
show
was
blood,
epic too.
But like we don't see blood.
But also it's cooler to see like Hisoka doing the spin move, right? Where he takes out the whole group. It's cooler seeing that from like a different angle or an outsider view than actually watching it like inside of the battle. Like you're like, it's more tense. It's more like, holy crap. It's the what if.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the what just happened. Instead of actually seeing like completely what happened in real time.
Right.
It's more like, man, what could this be? What possibly occurred? How did he do that? You know?
Right.
And it makes it more enjoyable.
And it didn't show blood there either whenever
it showed something spray.
Did it?
Out the back. Hisoka or this?
Hisoka
didn't show anything spray at all.
Yeah.
It just showed that one line.
It just showed like the shadow silhouette, something spray. Yeah.
Yeah. But that we actually did see like stuff spray out of them.
Right.
Which is what makes me think they're dead. Because when Hisoka did his spin move, it just showed that line and it didn't even like cut anybody in half or anything. They were just like all on the ground.
Yeah, and that's why I was like,
are
did
they
he
dead?
cut them?
Yeah.
Like, did he cut them? Because I was confused why it didn't show like blood.
I gotta say, and I keep saying it, but it's because it's so cool. I love when that like, I don't know if it's like Spanish guitar or something.
Oh yeah.
But whenever Hisoka's mentioned or whenever like he's doing stuff, I just love that idea of like, it's kind of like a Zorro vibe or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just really cool.
Yeah.
I dig his whole character, his persona. I like the whole imagery of like building the house of cards and then knocking it over. Like, this is your establishment. This is what you want us to do. This is what your plan is. But I knock it over and I land on top. You know what I mean? Like, and the smile on his face. I want to
know like what his end-game like idea is. You know, like what
to become a hunter.
Well, like
what does he want to do as a hunter?
He wants something more. You know.
Well, I mean,
he seems really evil.
Hunters, see, that's the thing. I don't necessarily. I look at him like chaotic neutral, which in like Dungeons and Dragons terms, I imagine him as somebody who isn't necessarily evil, but doesn't really care if he has to do something evil to accomplish whatever he wants.
Right.
He wants to do whatever he wants, regardless of what it takes.
Yeah.
And that could be doing good things or doing bad things.
Yeah.
He doesn't really care. It's just at the end of the day, he's going to do what he wants to do for his game.
Right.
And because I'm like, on one hand, I really enjoy him as his own character. On the other hand, I really like going in his group. And I would like to see them work together, but I also see them clashing a lot more than actually working together.
Yeah.
But I want them both to exist for the whole show.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they're butting heads, somebody's got to go. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of feel like I want them to work together. And Kahlua here, this is like a totally...
Like, this gives me a different
my
perspective.
Whole world, yeah.
Because I was, like, thinking, like, oh, man, him and Gon are, like, so much alike, and they, like, you know, they're both kind of cute. Okay, so Gon has, like, this really good, innocent thing about him, and Kahlua always, like, had a really... Like, I've always seen, like...
A little bit of a dark streak.
Yeah.
Not evil, but, like,
right. And he, like, doesn't really contain his, like, temper very well. Yeah. Where, like, so, like, whenever I first noticed it was with Leorio, whenever he stopped, and Gon was just, like, sitting there, you know... And, and Kahlua was like, let's just go, like...
or how he quit the game, and he's like, we're never going to do this. Why are you even doing it? Just give it up. Like, you're an idiot for still trying.
Yeah.
But
so it's like,
I get what you're saying though, but they are both like the childlike, and they want to have fun,
exactly,
and the adventurous.
Like, yeah, it's like there's like the same person, but just like a dark and an evil side, and then they like split. Two sides of a coin. And it's like because like they both have like really good abilities. They both are like, you know, the same age. They can.
The way I look at it,
they ran the same speed. They crossed the finish line at the same time.
Like, you grew up in a small town, right? Okay, and where I grew up, there was a lot of old people in my neighborhood when I was real little. Okay, and when there was like a new kid that moved in down the street, it was like the only other kid your age. You're like, oh man, like I'm so excited.
Yeah.
They could have been like a total toolbox. They could have been into totally things that I didn't even care about or totally different. But just the fact that there was somebody else that was like my age that like I could play with.
Yeah.
And that's what I see. Like they're the same, you know, age, and like they can experience things at the same kind of level. You know what I mean? That's what I see as far as why they get along as well as they do. If there were a lot of people that were the same age, or if they were older and could interact with the older folk, then I think it would be different. But I think that's why we really connect them together, is just their age puts them as similar. You know what I mean? Even though trait-wise and character-wise, they diverge quite a bit.
Yeah.
I love it, though. I love this show. I don't want to say it, but I want to say it. I don't want to say it, but I want to say it, because I say it every time we watch a new show. But I feel like this could be my favorite show. Every time we watch a new show.
That's why I will like never full out say a show is my favorite.
Everyone makes fun of me too, because they're like, oh, is this your favorite show now?
I can't even like,
It's just because like, okay, I loved all of the shows we've watched so far. And it's like, this feels like a connector between multiple types of shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just feels like it threads a lot of things that I like together.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, because My Hero right now has been, you know, my jam. I've been totally into My Hero.
My jam.
I feel like a very strong connection to this type of story and like My Hero. Also probably because it's younger kids learning and growing and becoming a hero/hunter.
Yeah.
You know, and that type of vibe, and how there's this huge diverse cast and all these different people and trials, and like I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
So it immediately connected into like the fast lane, because I'm like, okay, I get this.
Yeah.
I just love it. So it has some of my favorite characters we've ever watched in any show too. Like Hisoka is so cool. Gon is such an awesome. I would venture to say Gon is as cool to me as Izuku. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because they're both that underdog. Whereas like Gon is Gon is the confident Izuku I always wanted. Yeah. Because I kept saying when we first started watching My Hero, I said I love Izuku and I can't wait for him as he grows to become more confident, to become more like grow into that hero character that he will as Deku, you know, like eventually as a narrator he says he becomes the greatest hero. Yeah. Gon has that great ability. He has that courage and all that, but he has that component of like having determination and being so like that's the best way to put it is Gon is the Izuku that I want eventually. Right. Like that's like perfect. That. Yeah. I never thought about it like that until this moment. So thank you for being here with me to share this moment.
I really like that. I like that. I agree.
I don't know. Let us know what you thought in the comments down below. Like it if you did, sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You really don't know how much it means. We'll be back with more videos soon. We love you guys. Bye. Bye.